Good.
First of the year, go ahead and start going with how
if anyone comes in,
got any thoughts or whatever.
Well, welcome everybody. Anybody who's joined us, anybody who's about to join us. We're doing it. This is Epizootics of the Blowhole.
Yeah, getting a little early. You can go ahead and just stay watching while you're cooking dinner or whatever, and then go ahead and download Sunday as well. But you're gonna get the full experience.
Not only do you have to hear us, but you also have to look at us too.
Yes.
Oh.
Can't do anything about that.
There's the link.
Get to look at us.
Went ahead and shared that to you guys if you want to put it on your personal pages and whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah, for everyone listening. Normally,
sure.
Well, everyone listening. No, I'm sure no one's on there right now because we haven't shared the link. But this is what we end up doing for Death Metal Dicks, and so here we are. Why not do it for Epizootics of the Blowhole?
Oh, yeah.
Get it going.
Let me log into my ex-hamster.
We'll just share all these.
That's not what I wanted to do.
Sorry.
This technology thing. What are you gonna do?
I'm fully embracing it this year.
Yeah.
I want to share it.
Like how all three of us look like we've never held a phone ever.
I don't know what I'm doing.
I'm gonna share it to my Google Plus. Is anybody still doing that?
I'm putting.
Are there people
that was
still on
supposed
Google
to be
Plus?
the thing, wasn't it?
Tyler, could you please just quiet down? I'm trying to remember my Friendster account.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it on my
on
my
MySpace.
My Zanga.
Oh man.
Let's see here. All right.
I think I figured it out. Crazy.
Yeah, this is how it goes every time.
Facebook, that's what I wanted to do. Yeah, thanks. There we go.
Right.
Tune in to see how the
There we go.
footage is packed.
Ignore my amateur stuff. Cool.
All right. And I'm just going to put it, people have questions. Maybe we do a full podcast live. We'll see. Let's give it about 10 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes maybe, see if anyone jumps on. And if we get some viewers, maybe we'll do the whole episode live. Not, we'll do a little preview and may start doing this regularly.
There we go.
You know?
Cool.
Questions or topics you'd like us to discuss?
We can discuss anything.
Can you see me dancing on
Yes,
the internet? Yes,
There we go.
You can.
Yeah.
Yes, you can.
Let's get this party started.
Yeah.
Are we also recording?
No, not yet.
Oh,
No.
we are going to.
We're going to record. Yeah, this is just
We're just doing a little
live stream.
goofball.
Yeah, a little hype it up, man. Get people interested.
So I was driving here. Fucking hell. I mean, we've talked about the interstate driving because you and I especially do a lot of it.
Right.
I'm
doing
holy
45
moly.
miles one way.
I was behind three other cars, so I was number 4 in line, right? And we're going and we're passing some trucks and whatever, slower than I would like to go. So I'm like, get out of the way. But I'm letting them get past the trucks. Okay. Then we get to where everyone in front of me is clear of the trucks. And so I'm like, all right, I'm going to get in the right lane and go around everybody because I do not wait.
Right.
And then number 3 car decides he's going to get in the right lane and pass everyone. I'm like, all right, here we go. We're going to do this damn thing. And he gets over there and goes like 1 mile per hour faster than the other 2 cars. And I'm like, go, because we're running out of room. We're coming up on another truck in the right-hand lane. So I flash my lights at him. He slows down. So I get in between him and 1 and 2 cars. I get into the left lane. Then he keeps slowing down so enough that then I can zoom around him, get into the right lane, go around car number 1, and get back in the left lane and leave them all in my dust. And I'm like, what are we doing here, folks? Like, if you're gonna pass someone, use the opportunity and go.
Sort of off topic.
Again?
Yes. Yes. Well, I mean,
This
it
is
goes
Nick's-
into your
this is
your
Nick's-
favorite.
Nick's new bit,
Yes.
sort of off topic.
Well, it's your devil's advocate.
Sort of
thing.
off topic. with
I'm
Nick Lenny's.
repacking.
Is that
You gonna
that's a
unpack?
segment? That's a segment where people ask you a specific question,
And
and
you
then
just
instead of
completely ignore
answering it, you just go sort of off topic.
Interesting. Sort of off topic.
One of Tyler's favorite topics is shopping carts. Damn it.
Yes, shopping carts.
I was in Kroger today and got yelled at by an older woman
Ooh.
who was on the wrong side of the aisle. She was walking towards me on the right,
Uh-huh.
and then gave me shit for being on the right side. She's
It's very bold of you to say
Excuse
that
me.
she was on the wrong side of the aisle.
Excuse
no
me.
rules in the grocery store, but
You're in my way. And I said, no, ma'am. Get to the fucking left.
Did you
like
really?
everybody else.
That's awesome.
Swear to fucking God.
Yeah, you pass on
What
the
did- what
way.
She said
What
that
did-
you were in her way.
Yeah.
What did she have to say to that when you told her fuck
She-
off?
And then just
That's it.
walked away. Scoffed away.
Did she, did
And-
she
and I
turn
think-
completely around?
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. I think she was
She's like, "Well,
expecting.
forget it.
I think there's this thing with old people where they automatically expect you to just be sort of polite. But if you're a dick, automatic license to be a dick, right?
Back in the
It
day,
catches them off guard.
Yeah.
Back in the day, people would say, "Oh, you need to respect your elders," and I'm like, "Why? Just because they didn't die? That's
Yeah.
not really a good reason to respect somebody." There's a lot of fucking idiots that are like
Yes.
85 years old.
Yeah,
You made it. Now you are to be revered.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
the old people are the ones who were getting taken in by the IRS scam when they were
Right.
calling them and saying you owe us money. They were the ones buying Target
Yes.
cards and
And,
giving them the numbers.
And the Nigerian prince guy from Louisiana.
Yeah.
They're the ones
Yeah.
that pay
Yeah.
him that money.
That guy made like $10 million off of that scam.
Guy's a genius.
Yes,
I'm not even
respect.
not even
Yes,
mad about
respect.
That's a guy I will get out of the way for in the grocery store.
Yes.
If I see
The
him,
scammer?
no, yeah, the Nigerian prince. I'm like, sir, I praise you.
What if he's just wearing like khakis and
No, he
a
was-
rugby polo?
no,
but he's like, I'm a Nigerian prince and I'm scammed a lot of people for money.
Have you seen the
and I
guy?
need to get down the baking aisle.
Have you
And
seen
you're
the
like,
guy?
All right, fair enough.
He is a like trailer trash white guy with a buzz cut.
Yeah, it
He
is.
looks like me.
That's an actual news story.
What, the guy who actually scammed people?
Yeah.
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 This is very recently he got
Really?
arrested.
Oh, I must. I
In
didn't
Louis-
see this.
He's from like Louisiana, and he was just like a bum that was good at the computer.
That's the thing that always confuses me. I watch episodes of American Greed,
Yeah.
and these total Munsons just come up with these schemes where and Stacy Keach comes on, and he's like, Gregory so and such lived a life of poverty until he got out on his own. He came up with a scam that schemed 200 people out of $750 million. It's just like the most outlandish number. Something that I couldn't even fathom. But these people who have
Every time.
they got nothing going on upstairs, and they come up with these schemes, and they can make so much money. And I sit there and I go, why can't I think of that? Why
You're
can't
trying
I
to make
think
an
of
honest buck. That's the problem.
I think
you're
I just
trying to
made
make
an argument for me being dumber than them, really.
Yeah. No, I think you're just trying to make an honest buck, and it's a little harder to come by.
Yeah.
And you actually report your income to the government, and so you have to pay taxes and, all this rigmarole. These
Yeah.
guys are, like, totally flying under the radar and just, like, taking cash money and putting it in a bank and...
Not most of them. Most of them go out and buy like Bentleys, and they have like crazy houses, but there's nothing to the scam.
How many of these people do you know?
A lot of them.
Okay.
Yeah, there was a dude.
They're trying to get their money back. I'm never gonna give it back.
he's
Well,
on the Reddit
I-
scam.
I also-
bar scam,
I noticed
some
something
scam.
else at the grocery store, and I don't know. I only go to the grocery store if I've got time to burn. Like,
Yeah.
I'm never going when I'm in a rush because it's just like I know I'm not getting out of there quickly.
Right.
Lately, I'll go and I'll have like 14, 15 items, and I'll be in the line, and someone will look at me and they'll go, "Why don't you go ahead?" And I'm always like, I'm good. It's fine. And they're trying to be
Yeah.
nice. I understand that.
Yeah.
But I'm
You've
all,
got fewer
but
items.
They keep insisting, almost to the point where it starts to piss you off. You're like, "Well, I should mind your own business, lady. Quit trying to make me go ahead of you in the line." Like, I get
Yeah.
tired of it.
Mm.
I want to sit there and people watch. I really enjoy being at the grocery store in the line and waiting and watching people and like looking at the tabloid, the magazines to find out, what's going on with Brad and Jennifer or whoever the celebrity couple of the day is. But these people are pissing me off trying to let me cut. This is bullshit.
Yeah, I'm the complete opposite. If I walk up and I see someone, there have been numerous times where I'm walking to the register and I see someone who's clearly a little bit ahead of me already. Like, it would be too obvious if I sped up and I started walking towards the register that I just wanted to beat them. So I will test this out and I'll walk at my normal pace and I'll see we're going to meet at this register almost at the same time, but they're going to be ahead of me. They may have a cart full of stuff and I'll have, a pack of hamburger buns and some chips or something like that. Just a couple items.
Yeah.
I expect that person who's got a grocery cart full of shit to look at me and go, oh, go on ahead.
They never do that.
It irritates me to no end when I walk up and it's like I almost present it to them like, this is all I have.
This is all I got.
This is it.
Yeah.
And when it doesn't happen, I sit there and I stew in it. And I just look at this person and I go, 5 minutes. 5 minutes of my life. I gotta watch you do this because you wouldn't let me go ahead of you.
And then they pull out the coupons and you're like, fucking
hell.
And they pull out the checkbook and you're like, you're writing a check for this?
Yeah.
Let's
go!
I don't know. Maybe I'm just fucked up and like, I want to take their little nice gesture and just totally twist it where I'm in control. And they can't
see,
have this anymore.
What you do, you see, I do the opposite of what you do, and I do the same thing at four-way stops. When someone gets there first and is supposed to go, and they do the, no, you go ahead, they mean for you to say, no, you go ahead.
Yeah.
Right.
I just go.
Well,
as soon as they give me the first offer, they give me the one offer, I'm gone.
That's like when you four-way stop at an intersection, and then everybody gets there at once, and everybody's like,
yeah,
me.
I'm the one going. Yeah, I'm the one going.
I just make sure I'm the first to go at four-way stops.
I don't know what my
race to the four-way stop to get there.
I don't know what my gauge is at four-way stops. If it's clearly obvious that you got there before me, and then you give me the little wave, then I'll go on ahead. Because if you took that, like, you got there and it goes stop, then me stop. And then you wave me on, okay. You're a terrible driver. I just got to get out of your way. Because you clearly stopped. But if we get there and it's like they stop, then I stop, and it's close enough, though, you still see you got there before me. Mm-hmm. If we do the whole them, then me, and then they wave me on, I will look at them and more firmly than they did, I'll look at them and I'll go, come on. But I don't do the whole like, no, you got here before. Like, let's be pleasant with each other. We can't talk face to face right now, but you can see that I'm smiling, and I don't do that. If it goes them, then me, and they wave me, I just go, no, come on, go. I don't have time for this. You got there, and I'm not going to do the whole,
It's kind of similar to like nowadays. Back in the day, if someone had tried to give me money for something, like maybe we're out, and I pick up a tab, and they're like, hey, let me give you a few bucks, and I'd be like, no. And then they'll say, I insist. Now, and I, go back and forth for a minute on it. Now, if someone just hands me money, I go, okay, and grab it. You shouldn't have offered if you want to give it up.
Well, if they've got it out. If they haven't reached in their pockets yet, it's like, whatever. But if they've got it out in their hand, you're like, thank you very much.
Yep.
No problem.
Offer it,
we're done.
Wait, offering you money for what?
Well, let's say you're out to split a tab or something.
The beer.
Maybe
I
you were
put it on my card. And,
let's say you were going to cover it, and then someone's like, no, let me give you $20, and they expect you to go, oh no, I can't accept that. But I just take.
Well, I had a guy tip me today for doing something at the shop, and it was totally unnecessary. I mean, we don't, there's no tipping involved really. But he handed me a $10 bill. He's like, here you go, man. Thank you so much for getting this done for me. It really puts me in a good spot. And I said, I took it from his hand, and I said, this isn't necessary. Yeah. And he said, I know, but I want people who do things for me to feel they're appreciated. And so I'm giving it to you. And I said, all right, fair enough.
If I don't take your money, it's because I don't respect you and I don't think you're capable of earning that money back. So
I don't understand that mindset. I mean, I understand the urge to be generous and want to give people money, but when your reasoning for giving them money is you doing your job, other than waiting tables, which I'm not going to get into the whole like, oh, should you tip? Should you? What about Europe? They make money. Blah, blah. It's understood. everyone knows waiters and waitresses don't make a lot of money, and so they live off their tips. But when it comes to something like that, where you do your job, you get paid a salary or an hourly wage, whatever it is, and it's enough to live on, and then someone gives you money, I don't understand that mindset.
Well,
It almost comes across like pity.
No. He told me a story that where his comes from.
Oh, okay.
I'll tell you that story. He was a mechanic at the John Deere place here in Little Rock, and he worked on big things. And he said this guy just came in, big cowboy hat, kind of a stern look on his face, and said, "Which one of you fellas worked on my bulldozer?" And everyone was just kind of like, "Oh, it was me. It was Mike over here."
Yeah.
And Mike was like, "Yeah, that was me that worked on it." And he said, and the guy said, "I've had that bulldozer 15 years and it's never run as good as when you fixed it. So here's $50." And just handed him a $50 bill. And he was like, I did my job and I get paid, substantially for it. It's not like I'm going broke doing this.
Right.
But this guy just appreciated it so much that he felt like giving me a little bit more.
I do.
And now
He was
he passes it on. Yeah.
I do have to say one thing about, you said you don't want to talk about tips with waitresses and stuff.
Yeah, so don't do it.
No, I'm going to say one thing.
Slightly off topic.
Slightly off topic. Sorry to take your little bit, Nick, but I don't like when waitresses and servers complain about their tips, though, because it's like, you kind of knew this was an option going in.
Yeah.
If you're working for tips, you got to expect you might have a day where someone's
You're definitely rolling the
Yeah.
dice.
And also, why don't you internalize a little bit? Maybe you're just not that good at your job, and that's why you didn't get tipped.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Don't blame the other people.
No, I bitch all the time whenever I had a bad day.
No, because every server does
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah.
And you should just,
No.
you don't like it, get a different job.
I think what's
it's
worse.
part of the job.
It's different if you know the table is not going to tip you well. If they just got salads and waters, you're like definitely not getting a good tip here. But if they got to go all out and like ask you for stuff and like get refills and are drinking heavily, which you're usually like is a pretty good clue that they're going to tip you good.
Well, if they're drinking heavily, they're going to be a little loose with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll have the
But then
breadsticks,
Yeah.
endless breadsticks and salad, please.
Yeah,
Mhm.
you know you're not getting
And
much.
4 Guinnesses.
But if they order 3 bottles of wine and steaks all around, medium rare, then you're
You
like, oh.
would be surprised. You would be.
I know, but
very
generally,
surprised.
that's you're not getting stiffed by those people.
You're not getting stiffed, but I'm going to tell you right now, it is more. It's closer to 50% of the time you're getting a shitty tip off that table.
You think
It's
three bottles of wine and steaks all around?
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
it's closer to 50%, maybe.
Well, that
even a
was
little higher
Chili's
than that.
too, so that's pretty tough.
I-
Asking a lot of Chili's.
Listen, I've been around the block when it comes to restaurants and waiting tables. I've seen my fair.
They
share
didn't even
of
serve. They didn't even serve wine at Doc's Steakhouse.
No, I didn't wait at Doc's.
Well, hey guys, we've been going at this about 10 minutes now.
Has it been?
Yeah.
Something like that. What do you say we get on into the actual podcast? This has kind of been a warm up, kind of
Yeah,
Yeah.
getting all limber.
I'm warm.
I'm fine with
Stretching
cutting
loose.
it because if you've got it pulled up right now, then that means there's only one other person watching.
I don't know if I have it pulled up.
Oh, then there's 2 people watching.
Oh.
I
Am I
Don't
watching?
know who no, you'd have it pulled up. It's YouTube. It's got
It has
going.
to be on the thing.
I don't know. I just closed out everything. So.
Yeah, I don't
That's
have
fine. I say we cut the feed. I don't
Well,
necessarily. need to-
thanks for watching, guys.
Yeah. Whoever it is, you guys didn't sign in and leave any comments, but we see you watching.
We
And
love you.
Why am I pointing at the screen?
Yeah, pointing
Pointing over there. Yeah, we see you watching. And we
And-
appreciate it.
And you
I
know
think
what?
we're gonna. No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was going to say, and don't forget to download the podcast that's immediately following this.
Yeah.
Coming out. We'll release it on Sunday. So if you're watching now and you want a little more, you want to see my face,
Yeah.
don't know why you'd want to do that.
Well, they wouldn't see it.
They
on
just
the
want to
podcast.
hear your
Yeah,
voice.
Right.
but it'll be
Your
forever burned into their
silky-
memory.
Silky,
Yeah.
sultry voice.
Well, it is now.
There you go.
All right.
Cool.
Well, thanks for the 2 people watching. We're going to cut the feed and go into the podcast. And then, before we do that, you guys want to start doing this maybe before every podcast? Maybe
Yeah,
stream?
sure. Yeah, we can
Yeah.
do that.
So enthusiastic. All right.
I'm with it. Let's do it.
Cantankerous Media Group.
Cantankerous.
Yeah.